ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। गुकारस्त्वन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। We'll read the third verse. वाक्यार्थश्च विचार्यताम् श्रुतिशिरः पक्षः समाश्रीयताम्। दुस्तर्कात् सुविरम्यताम् श्रुतिमतस्तर्कोऽनुसन्धीयताम्। ब्रह्मास्मीति विभाव्यतामहरः गर्वः परित्यज्यताम्। विभाव्यतामहरः गर्वः परित्यज्यताम्। देहेऽहं मतिरुज्यताम् बुधजनैर्वादः परित्यज्यताम्। So now, here, Bhashyakara has been showing us how to gain knowledge. He talked about Shravanam, and then now in the third verse, mainly, he is talking about Mananam and Nididhyasanam. Bhashyakara said, Vakyarthascha vicharyatam, may you reflect upon the Mahavakyas of the Shruti. And Shruti Shiraha Pakshaha Samashriyatam. Whenever there is any doubt in your mind regarding how can I be Brahman, this vagueness may be there, or this kind of questions may arise from time to time. Even though we may be listening and thinking, and still these questions may arise. In that case, start from the Shruti. Start or resort to what scriptures have to say about this. Scriptures unequivocally says that you are Brahman. So go by that. Do not give validation to what the mind is saying. So because that I am limited, that duality seems to be real, all this are our conclusions. All these are conclusions, or rather our interpretations from our experiences. This is what we have interpreted. Experience doesn't say that you are limited or that everything is different. Experience doesn't say. World doesn't say. But this is our interpretation, our conclusion from the experience. So, rather than taking our interpretation to be true, start or begin with what the Shruti has to say. See, this should be now our principle. This should become the basic Shruti in our life. What is Shruti saying? Even though my mind opposes that, still I tell my mind, no, now I will go by what Shruti has to say. See, it is in this sense also, we can say that Arjuna gave the reins of his chariot, handed over the reins of his chariot to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna symbolizes intellect. Intellect which is wedded with what Shruti has to say. And it is this intellect which holds the reins of the chariot. Chariot of my life is now handed over to Shruti and what it has to say. And this becomes the captain of my life. My life, now I navigate with the help of what Shruti and teacher has to say. This is what is meant by Shruti Shiraha Pakshaha Samashriyata. May you always take the Paksha, the viewpoint of what Shruti has to say. This applies even when we come across the views of other great acharyas, of other schools. There are so many schools of thoughts in India at that time and even now. So, when I am overwhelmed or impressed, by their thought, then I should never take it as true and consider what the Shruti has to say. Examine those thoughts, keeping this in mind. Then check it, verify it with what Shruti has to say, and then understand them. And if you are very, very clear about what Shruti has to say, then you will know where they come from. If you are clear intellectually also about what scriptures have to say, that everything is Brahman, I am Brahman, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Brahma alone is truth, and this creation is nothing but apparent. It appears to be there, but is not in reality over there. It is not a reality. If we are clear about this, then we will be able to place the other thoughts where they are, without disregarding them, but we will know where it comes from. So this we should keep in our mind. Then again Bhashyakara said, it is so important. So he is again and again bringing up the same point. He says, Dustarkar Suviramyatam, may you refrain. May you always refrain from Dustarka. Dustarka means the line of thinking which goes against what Upanishads have to say. So refrain from that. Dustarka, distorted thinking. Like, there can be questions in our mind. In Shiva Mahimna, Pushpadantaji, the author, the poet over there shows. He says there are people who ask like this. Kim ihaha, kim kayaha, kim upadana. He says, why did God make this creation? Okay, if he made it, what desire did he have behind making this creation? Then, where did he get the material for making the creation? And in which place did he make it? See, all these questions are behind all these questions, behind all these arguments, lies the conclusion that Ishvara is like a local architect and a constructor. As if he requires some materials and everything to make. No. So Pushpadantaji says he can make it merely by his sankalpa. Even we do not require anything to make the dream world. And we can make it. What does Ishvara require? So, rather than validating the questions which my mind poses and goes to a distorted way of thinking, you refrain from that. Never give validation to that. It is like, once upon a time, there were 6 blind people. Did I talk about this yesterday? No. This is an example of Dustarka. Not Dustarka, but to see how dustarka comes from seeing just one side and giving importance to that. For this, I just wanted to tell you this incident of 6 blind people. All of them had a seminar. Seminar on what? On elephant. What this elephant is. This is a seminar conducted, there is a seminar, and in this, the 6 blind people are taking part. Now, one of them reads the paper, first one. And he says that he touches the leg of the elephant and he reads his paper showing that elephant is like a column. Then the other blind person comes and his theory is, his paper, the title of his paper is, elephant is like a rope. Because he happened to inquire upon the trunk. And then his paper is, elephant is like a rope. Fourth one touched the body of the elephant. And then his paper is, elephant is a wall. In this manner, all of them are reading their papers. And you know who the chairperson is? Chairperson is a sighted fellow. So now he knows from why this person is thinking that elephant is a rope. Why this fellow is saying that elephant is like a wall. Why this fellow is saying that elephant is like a column. Because they are seeing parts. They are seeing parts and coming to conclusion. But I am seeing the whole. The sighted person sees the whole and he comes to conclusion. See, when you see the whole, only then and then you can decide something about the elephant. Not when you see parts. All these other fellows, other pakshas, they draw their conclusion from parts. Whereas Shruti sees, what does Shruti see? The whole. It has the entire vision before it. And then says what it has to say. That is why Bhashyakara says that always follow the line of Shruti and refrain from dustarka, distorted thinking. Then Shruti mataha tarkaha anusandiyatam. May you, if you require reasoning, then the reasoning is also given in Shruti. Shruti itself gives reasoning. And see, there is a method, Shruti shows us the method of arriving at the Tatparya of the Shruti. There are Shadlingas. There are 6 signs by which when we read an Upanishad, when we read Upanishads, then to decipher or to come to conclusion about what is the primary message, if we want to get that, then there are 6 lingas, 6 ways, 6 signs by which we can come at the Tatparya, when we can arrive at the principal message of the Shruti. What are they? First one is, so you can keep this in mind and arrive at the Tatparya. What is that? Upakrama, Upasamhara. First one. Upakrama means how does it begin? What is the proposition? How does it begin? When a good speaker or a good person who knows the subject in and out, they will begin in a certain manner. They will lay out their theme in the beginning. That this is what I am going to talk about. This is called Upakrama. Shruti also does that. Okay. Then, what is Upasamhara? Upasamhara means conclusion. Upakrama, beginning and end should be same. It is not that you begin with something and end with altogether a different thing. You are talking about a theme. In your thesis, there is a theme. You begin with that and again wind up with that. So in Upanishad also look out for what is the beginning and see also what is the end, Upasamhara. This is one. Upakrama, Upasamhara, and second one is Abhyasa. First is Upakrama, Upasamhara, that is taken as one. Then second thing to watch out for is Abhyasa. What is Abhyasa? What is being constantly repeated in the text, what is being constantly repeated. You know, that which is most important in your mind, you will repeat again and again. For instance, if the boy, young boy is going out of station for the first time for studying in a hostel, then what does mother say? Mother goes to leave him at the station. Then every 5 minutes she will say, take care of yourself. Don't trust anyone. Put your bag under this thing. Lock it well. Don't trust any stranger. Don't smoke. Every so often, she will repeat this. Why? Because that is important for her. Similarly, the main message, Shruti will repeat again and again. Tattvamasi in Chandogya in the 6th chapter, Uddalak Rishi repeats 9 times. 9 times, not less than 9 times. Again and again, again and again. In our talk also, you will hear this, you are Brahman many times. Not in different ways. Why? Because that is what the teacher wants to convey. So, abhyasa, see what is being repeated in the text. Then, third one, apurvata. Apurvata means unique. Uniqueness. What is the unique message that the Upanishad is giving? Is it saying something which I already know? That I am limited. World is different from me. World is all this I already know. But Shruti has something unique to give, which we have never imagined. So that is called apurvata. Okay? Then 1, 2, 3. Fourth one, phalam. Behind all this, there should be some result. Why are we doing all this exercise for 10 days? Phalam, moksha. Moksha is the phalam. Upanishad also wants to show you or wants to take you to liberation. Means show you that you are already free. So phalam is also shown. So by that also, what is the phalam? That also will enable you to see the message of the Shruti. Then is arthavada. Arthavada means, arthavada means that which you want to convey, that you keep on praising. You keep praising that. And that which is opposite to that you will censure also. You will censure. Like for instance, I'll tell you, if the mother wants the child to study and he is not studying, then what will the mother say? If you don't study, then you will be, your case will be like this servant. You will have to wash clothes of others. You will have to wash utensils and do that. Don't study, then do that. And she praises whom? The uncle or the elder one who is studying very well. He is a very serious fellow. See how good marks he is getting. How well he is respected by his teacher. And what about you? Nobody looks at you. Like that, you praise what you want to convey and you censure what you want the child to be away from. So this is called arthavada. In Shruti you find arthavada. Arthavada for what? Non-duality. It praises non-duality and it censures duality. All this you find. From that also the listener or the reader will make out, yes, this is what it seems to convey. Arthavada. And last is upapatti. You follow? Upapatti means reasoning. Upapatti means reasoning. Shruti gives tarka also, reasoning also. It doesn't say you just accept what I say. Don't ask questions. No. It allows us to ask questions and at the same time provides a line of thinking, but that line of thinking is conducive for us to understand the meaning of the message of the Shruti. You follow? So these are the 6 lingas signs by which we can arrive at the principal theme of the Upanishad. So this is what Bhashyakara says, that you see this in the Shruti, in the Upanishads, and you yourself with the help of the teacher understand the main message. Then Mananam is over. Now I know that I am Brahman, but still it cannot become my own. still the habitual errors of taking this body to be I continues. And for that, what is to be done? Brahma asmi iti vibhavyatam. And see, the next word is ahaha, ahaha, means every day. That word, goes at both the place. That ahaha goes with Brahmasmi iti vibhavyatam also. And it goes with garva ahaha garva parityajyatam. It goes with both. That is called dehali deepa nyaya. Means, it means that when you place the lamp on the threshold, then it gives light to this room also, and it throws light on this room also. Similarly here, this word is to be taken with this one also, Brahmasmi iti vibhavyatam, as well as the following one. Every day may you give up garva, pride. Why? Because this is to be done every day. What? Brahma asmi iti, every day. Anudinam, every day may you think or tell yourself, do abhyasa, repeat. Not repeating without understanding, but telling yourself, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman. So that the old habit of taking the body is replaced. Because this aham, deha has gone right in the core of my personality. It is right here, I am this body. Because this upadhi has always been, and upadhi itself means that which exerts its influence upon something that is near. See, this is crystal, and this can be called upadhi. This can be called upadhi. Why? Because if it is there, whether crystal wants or doesn't want, how it will appear? It will appear green. Similarly, when this upadhi is there, if I am not careful, because consciousness has no form, and consciousness reflects whatever is there, and that is why, whether I want it or not, it will appear to be small. And definitely body is limited in every aspect, whether mind or intellect, everything is it is limited. So, this is there, but still I have to know that I am not this. Crystal has to know I am not this. This will never go away. This will always be there. But still, the viveka has to be that I am not this. So, continuously give quality time to yourself. See, in the beginning, when I say I am Brahman, or when I think like this, it is like writing on water. When you write something on water, even as you are writing, the figure fades away. Then after some time, it becomes like writing on sand. When you write something on sand, then it remains for some time, but when the wind is blowing, it goes. Similarly, after some time, when we are doing this abhyasa, it may remain with us for some time, then again it goes away. How should it become? It should become like writing on rock. When you write something on, it won't go. It will remain there forever. So you should do this meditation. This is called nididhyasana. How long? Until it permeates your entire being. This sentence that I am Brahman, Tattvamasi, can be called Upadesha Vakya. We are taught that. Then where should it culminate? I am Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi, we can say that. See, Tattvamasi means you are Brahman. How should it culminate? Yes, oh yeah, I am Brahman. So, Aham Brahmasmi can be called Anubhava Vakya, like that. So, we should constantly, Sajatiya Vritti Prava, constantly entertain this one thought. It should be with us all the time. Sajatiya Vritti Pravaha. With the help of this, we negate, all the time keep negating. What negating? My identification with the body, which is always there, but I keep negating and be with the but the truth that I am Brahman. Do this. Brahmasmi. What I wanted to say is, see, there is a difference between Nididhyasanam and Dhyanam. Dhyanam can be roughly classified in two ways. One is Dhyanam, which we are talking at the moment in Chandogya Upasana, where the object of meditation is different from you. Object of meditation is different. Say for instance, there is Pratima of Lord Krishna. You meditate upon it, you keep on looking at it, think about his qualities, etc. But all this is, he is different from you. The meditator, the meditated, and the meditation, they are different. You follow? There is a triputi. Triad is there. Meditator, what he meditates upon, and the process of meditating. Jnata, Jneya, and Jnanam. This triad is there. And the object of meditation is different. You may do bhavana, that I am that. But still, that thing, you are not that. No, you are not that Lord Krishna. Whereas that is called Nididhyasana, Dhyanam, where there is becoming. You have to become. Whereas here, it is Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam means it is carrying out a process of thought in understanding a fact, in asserting a fact. Here we are asserting. We are constantly reminding ourselves of our reality. That is called Nididhyasanam. For that, as I said, we sit, it will come in the last verse. We deliberately take a time out, sit with ourselves and concentrate on this. I am this. I have so far taken this body to be I, mind to be I, intellect to be I, but I am not that. I am pure, full, complete Brahman. When we listen, when we have done a lot of Shravanam, see, this requires the backing of Shravanam. Lot of it, not little bit. When we have done lot of Shravanam, then the meanings of these words, Brahman, Atma, Ananda, Satchit, they flash in our mind. Brahman means the meaning flashes. Just as when I say apple, then even though the object apple may not be there in your mind, but you know what the word apple means. So whenever you know the word apple and this object apple, the name apple, the word apple is for this object called apple. So they are associated. Similarly, when I say Brahman or Atma, after having done Shravanam for such a long time, now the meaning flashes. Flashes means when I say Brahman, I don't see an object Brahman, but I understand that it is pure awareness. It is something without any form. Something, it is me, I, which has no form, which has no shape, which is all pervasive, which has no qualities, no attributes at all, attributeless. So this, we should, when the words are spoken, Anandaha, Shivoham. Shivoham means not Lord Shiva, but auspiciousness. Atma is auspicious. Atma is of the nature of Ananda. Pure, limitless Ananda. Fullness, which has no boundary, which has no lack at all. So these meanings should flash in our mind. How much that a time comes, I need not even utter these words in the mind. I need not even afterwards, in the beginning, I may have to tell myself, I am Ananda, I am Brahman. But a time comes when I need not, okay, we may utter it for a few minutes, but then afterwards we stop even uttering. Why? Because I need not do that now. Be in the silence. I am Shantaha, Shantoham. So when I say first we say Shanta, Shantoham. Then I begin to understand. Oh, Shanta means myself. I remain there. I just remain. Means being that. Follow? Being that. I become. I was already that, but now I be that. So all that we have heard, now we be that. We slowly gain the strength to be this. Now it doesn't remain merely words. It doesn't remain merely words. I fall on myself. I fall back on what I really am. Till then we keep on doing, keep on doing, keep on doing. So Brahmasmiti vibhavyatam. And every day, ahaha ahaha garva parityajyatam. I give up this pride. I give up this pride at all the times. Pride means what? Identification with body. Identification with upadhi. With I have joined this body. And body may be beautiful, ugly, handsome, whatever. And whenever I thought comes, along with that this body comes. A shape comes. A name comes. And I take myself to be that. I may be this intellect may be very, person may be very brilliant. So I may entertain the idea, oh, I am a scholar. No, remove that part. See, once when this Ashtavakra, a sage called Ashtavakra, you must have heard about him. He had, all the 8 limbs, they were all twisted and turned, distorted. So then, but a man of knowledge, he went to the court of Janaka. And Janaka, as you know, King Janaka, as you know, he was very fond of carrying out these debates among sages. And by that he was learning. He himself would be a Shrota and he would learn. So when Ashtavakraji came in this court where everybody, all learned people are sitting, so many rishis and so many learned scholars. When moment he entered, this learned people started laughing. Panditas and some of the rishis, they started laughing, making fun of him. Then Janaka said, now have a debate. Carry out debate with all these people, with all these Panditas. He said, who is Pandita? I don't want to talk with all this Chamar. Chamar means they are all looking at the body. Chamar means cobbler, they work with this leather. They work with leather. So he says they are all, their perception is only up to the body. I don't want to talk. What will I talk with them? They cannot go beyond this. So you follow? He had absolutely no identification with body. No I thought at all. I am not that. This is an object of my knowledge. Just as I see this, this is an object of my knowledge. Similarly, idam shariram kaunteya kshetramiti abhidiyate. Lord Krishna says, oh Kaunteya, idam shariram kshetramiti abhidiyate. May you know this to be a field, object of your knowledge. Whereas you are the witness, you are the knower and this is known. How can I connect? How can I make that which is known to be in the knower? When we say I am this body, you know what happens? We join the object and the subject. We join object and subject. This is object, and when I call this I, what does it mean? I think this not belongs also. This is I. I never call this apple I. Do I? Do I call this table I? Then, similarly, what should I not do? I should not call this body I. But when it comes to body, see, we need not say this is coming. this is going, this is sitting. No, we need not speak like this. Huh? Then there will be a lot of confusion. This is eating. No, that would be spiritual snobbery. That will be snobbery. I'm not talking about that. But inside, in my cognition, it must be very clear. I am not this. I am not what the body, what the mind, what the intellect is. Because this body is this I thought is like an imposter. It just doesn't go. Imposter means somebody who comes from outside and then possesses everything and claims, oh, this is mine. Everything is mine. Claims. Like similarly, this I thought is an imposter. It has come from where, that also we do not know. I thought doesn't belong to the body. I thought doesn't belong to consciousness. Consciousness doesn't say I am limited. Body also doesn't say I am you. But somehow I take this body to be I. What does that mean? Consciousness, identifying with this personality, takes itself to be ego. Ego is not created by Bhagavan. It is not Ishwar Shrishti. It is not created by Bhagavan. Lord has created this body. Yes. Lord has created this sense organs. Mind. Yes. But He has not created this I thought. Has He? That is my creation. I identify and call it I am this. Jiva Shrishti. What we call Jiva Shrishti. That is why Bhashyakara says, Dehe aham matihi ujyatam. Dehe means sthule sukshmecha, in both gross body as well as in the subtle body. Gross and subtle. Gross means this gross body made of 5 elements, and subtle body means mind, pranas, sense organs, intellect, all of that made of subtle sense organs, subtle elements. In both this, aham matihi, the I thought, in both this, may you give up the I thought in both this gross body as well as subtle body. And this every day. Every day we sit and do this abhyas. Otherwise what happens, As I said, the old habits just take over. See, to give you an instance, once upon a time, there was a beggar. There was a beggar. And he was an expert one in begging and in getting the alms, when they are being distributed. So he used to sit in a temple. In Mumbai there is a temple called Lakshmiji's temple. Mahalakshmi temple. And he used to, all the beggars line up there and they sit and people come and give something, distribute certain things. So he was always expert in grabbing this beggar. Then one day his friend said, this is not going to carry you anywhere. You will remain a beggar forever. Why don't you try something else? Why don't you try your luck? How? He said, buy a lottery ticket. Why don't you buy a lottery ticket and see in case it works for you? And it worked. He won the lottery of how many? 5 crores. 5 crores. Now he is now a wealthy person. He is now having 5 crores. So he is a rich man. So now he is no more a beggar. He bought a new house, new car, chauffeur-driven car. Now he is a different person. But again one day he remembered his old days. Mahalakshmi. So he came. This is where I was surviving. So he came to this temple and he came to this temple and he saw that somebody is distributing laddus. Somebody was distributing laddus. And then what happened, Without his realizing what he was doing, what he did, his expertise came in forth. He jumped from the car and then grabbed not one but 2-3 laddus. He grabbed and came back, and he was about to put it in his mouth, and he looked and he saw that his chauffeur is looking at him. Chauffeur was aghast. What is my master doing? And he said, this is what I brought for you. then he said, oh my, he's telling to his driver, I got it for you. And he gave it to him. How but forgets, the thing that old beggarliness doesn't go. Similarly, this I am so and so, I am so and so, I am so and so doesn't go. In spite of all the Shravanam and Mananam and even Nididhyasanam, so it has to be done constantly. Like that, Pashyakara said, Dehe aham matihi ujyata. May you constantly do this. See, this our Karna in Mahabharata, Karna who was he really? He was Kaunteya. We can call him Kaunteya very much. Just like we can say Arjuna. Arjuna is Kaunteya. Similarly, this is the eldest Kaunteya. But he was brought up by Radha. Radheya. He was called Radheya. Poor fellow. In spite of Kunti coming and telling him that you are not Radheya, you are Kaunteya, he could never come out of it. So deeply ingrained that inferiority complex, because of that was so deeply ingrained in him, he could just never get out of it. We are not getting into that story, but in spite of Kaunteya being a fact about him, he could not own up. So to own up our fact about us, what we have to do, constantly tell ourselves, constantly repeat this. This should become the priority every day. Appointment with myself, where I come to know who I am. We carry out this exercise. I am not that, I am this. So this is, otherwise we will never, okay. Then the last one. Buddha janaihi vadaha my verse, this book is different. Buddha janaihi vadaha parityajyatam. No. In your book also it may be different, because in this page it is Buddha janaihi vadaha parityajyatam. May you stop arguing. May you stop arguing with wise people. Buddha janaihi. Buddha janaihi means wise man. May you stop arguing with them. Arguing means what? Because you want to prove your point. You want to prove your... Somehow, there are some intellectual problems also and emotional problems also. Mainly we have emotional problems. Or whatever. There are some problems which we just can't get rid of. How can I be? How can God treat like this? And to me only? Why my prarabdha? Why this? Everything is unfair to me. The whole world is after me. This kind of things may be there in the subconscious. And that is why there is I always protest. And this makes me argue, because I am not ready to accept what is being said. Because inside there is protest. Inside there is lot of sorrow. Inside there is lot of grief. And this leads me to argue. So Bhashyakara says, do not do that. See, there are three kinds of, three ways of, three kinds of arguments. One is not argument, but one is called vada. Vada means samvada, dialogue, where you want to learn something. This is called samvada. Where our bent of mind is to learn. You are not arguing, you are listening intently. This is called samvada. With an open mind, we listen. This is called vada. Then the second one is jalpa. It is called jalpa. Jalpa means where I hold on to my point in spite of all the reasonings and things given, and what I try to prove, you are wrong. I am right, you are wrong. I am just not ready to listen your arguments. You are wrong. Constantly I try to prove that. And third one is Vitanda. Vitanda. What is that? I have no point. I have nothing to say. But what do I have to say? You are wrong. I have no viewpoint. But you are wrong. I cannot stand that you can be right. So, that is then the arguments which we carry out is called Vitanda. Bhashyakara says, refrain from this too. With wise people, learn. Be very humble, with your ego surrendered, always listen to them. Don't argue. Then we come to the fourth verse. We are running out of time. Fourth one. Shuddhyadishcha chikitsyataam pratidinam bhikshaushadam bhujyatam. Svadvannam natu yachyatam vidivashat praptena santushyatam. Shitoshnadivishakyatam natu vrutha vakyam samucharyatam. Shitoshnadivishakyatam natu vrutha vakyam samucharyatam. Audasinyamabhipsyatam janakrupa naishturyamutssrujyatam. So now Bhashyakara is giving certain tips, certain instructions which will be very helpful to a seeker, and mainly to one who is given up, one who is now taken up the life of a sadhu, one who is now a sannyasi. To him specifically, these instructions or tips are given. See, the idea behind this is that our lifestyle should always be in keeping with our goal. And here the goal of this person is what? Moksha. So, your lifestyle, your attitude, your behavior, everything should also be in keeping with that. And it should be such, that at the physical level, at the mental level, at the intellectual level, you remain free from distraction. You remain free from disturbances. That is why these few instructions are now being given. First of all is Kshut Vyadishcha Chikitsyataam. Kshut Vyadihi. He says, first we will translate that. May you treat the disease of hunger daily. Shud Vyadishcha Chikitsyataam. Shri Bhashyakara says that this hunger, he compares this hunger with what? Disease. He compares hunger with disease. And he says this is a disease which arises 3 times a day. Minimum. For some twice. For some maybe, some rare ones just once. This disease arises just once. Somebody champions may have 4 times. 5 times. But then Bhashyakara says this is a disease. It arises. Body needs it. So that is the dharma. That is the attribute of the body. That it arises. So treat it. Don't be indifferent to it. Why? Because in that case, your mind will go there. You will become weak. And then you will not be able to do what is to be done. Studying. Nididhyasana. All that. So, may you treat this disease called hunger every day. With what? Pratidinam bhikshaushadam bhujyatam. May you treat it with what? So now hunger is called disease. And now food is called aushadam. You treat this disease called hunger with what? Bhikshoshadam, with the medicine called Bhiksha. Bhiksha means food which we take is to be looked upon as Aushadam, medicine. So, eating to live and not living to eat, this is what it means. Bhiksha, every day take the medicine in the form of Bhiksha, twice or thrice a day. Because it is necessary. See, a case happened, in Chandogya Upanishad, when sage Uddalaka is teaching to his son. Then he was trying to make him understand that the mind is made of food. He was trying to explain to him that mind is made of food. Then Uddalaka had little problem in understanding that. He said, how can mind be made of food? So Uddalaka Rishi said that from the food we eat, the gross part is removed. From the middle part, the flesh is made. And from the subtle aspect of the food, what is made? The mind. He was not ready to understand. So Uddalaka, now since you don't understand this, I will demonstrate. So for that, you keep fast for 10 days. No eating for 10 days. You can drink as much water as you want to drink, but no eating. The fellow said, okay, my mistake that I did not understand. So he remained away from food. Then on the 11th day he came before his teacher. And then teacher is, now repeat. He had not eaten, he had taken water. Then says, now repeat the mantra of Samaveda, Yajurveda, Atharva Veda. Then he started, Om Apyayantu. Forgot everything. Everything he forgot. So the teacher said, now go and eat. Go and eat. See, this is there. I am not telling my own things. This really happened. This is what we find Upanishad. Then he went and ate. He had a good meal and then he came back. Then he said, now you utter Sama mantras. He started verbatim, everything he could do. So, what does this mean? That mind is Annamayam hi somya manaha. Annamayam hi somya manaha. Mind is made out of the subtle part of the food. So, it has to be provided. But how? You must eat Shuddh Vyadhi, means medicine. We don't eat medicine, we don't eat too much. We don't like it also. It can be bitter also. Even if it is bitter or tasty, it has to be taken in a certain measure only. This measure we have to decide according to our constitution. But here it is said that Shuddh Vyadhischa Chikitsa. They say, that Purayer Ashanena Ardham. When you eat, half of the stomach should be filled with solids. Trutiyam Udakena, to half and one part is to be filled with water. Then the left of the part is to be kept for what? Vayoho sancharanartham tu chaturtham avasheshet. May you leave 1/4 part of the stomach empty for the movement of the air. Why? Because don't fill up the whole thing with the food. There should be some place for water also, then vayu also, leave that. Because if you eat extra, then tamas will come, then dozing off. If you eat less, then again you will become weak. So everything in proportion. Everything maintain a balance. These are all for the sadhus. And they used to go for bhiksha. There was two kind of bhikshas, one is madhukari and other one is in those days. Now it doesn't apply. Because now for sadhus also there are annakshetras and we don't see sadhus going for begging for bhiksha, bhavati bhiksha. This now we don't find. But in olden days, one kind of bhiksha was called ajigari. Ajigari means like python. You see python, they remain in one place. If the food comes to him, so whatever comes he swallows. So there were sadhus who would not go anywhere. They would be so engrossed in their study and meditation, and Bhagavan will send somehow food to them. That is called Ajagari Bhiksha. Another one was Madhukari Bhiksha. Madhukari Bhiksha means like honeybee. Like honeybee, goes to some flowers, few flowers, and extracts honey from it. Similarly, this bhikshu will go to 5-6 places and beg for food. And there also, what is to be kept in mind? Swadvannam, third one. Swadvannam natu yakshatam. Do not ask for tasty food. Oh mother, what have you made today? Bhavati Bhiksha, what have you made? Oh, you have made this khichdi? Every day khichdi, then I am not coming. I will go to some other house, not here, because you are every day making khichdi and char. I don't like it. So he will look out for another place. No, do not demand tasty food. Why? Because this is all, discipline. You have to find your happiness from the self, not from the food. Don't depend upon the happiness from all these other things. You are happiness. This is all just to maintain the body. Because why? This body, Shariram Atyam Kalu Dharma Sadhanam. This body is the first means for Dharma, for Moksha. So maintain it well. But not this pizzas and this and that. No. Whatever comes, accept it. Swadvannam natu yakshatam. Vidivashat praptena santushyatam. Whatever comes by prarabdha, be happy with that. Whatever is coming by prarabdha. Today, that mamara. Mamara for, what is murmure? Murmure. The soaked one. Not idli. Not idli today. Whatever is fine. No demanding. Vidivashat praptena santushyatam. Vidhi means, you don't decide the menu. You don't make it. No, today, for lunch, this many things. Kheer. This. For evening, this. Then on Sunday, feast. No. Not deciding the menu. Whatever comes by prarabdha, may you be happy with vidivashat praptena santushyatam. Whatever vidhi or prarabdha brings for you, may you be content with that. Contentment. Because now you have left everything. So no demands. No duties, no demands. This is being told to a sadhu, not a householder. He can cook whatever he wants to cook. But for them also certain discipline. We have to now take care that we remain sattvic. No rajas, less of rajas and less of tamas. Sattva is something which we want. So food also should be kept in mind. Then comes vidivashat praptena santushyatam. Then fourth one, shitoshnadi vishakyatam. Shitoshnadi means heat and cold. May you endure heat and cold, etc. Heat, cold, mana, apamana, honor, dishonor, all this at physical level, heat and cold, mental level, honor, dishonor. When you go for food, the person may say, hey, what are you doing coming every day? They may rebuke you. Hey, don't come every day. Once in a while is okay. It can happen. Whenever there is interaction with the world, you don't know what will happen. How the world will respond to you, you never know. Bhagavan says, Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna dukkha sukha dukkha daha. When the sense organs come in conflict with the sense objects, there is bound to be heat. The response may be either good or bad. Heat, cold, shade or sunlight, something or the other. You never know what it will. Suddenly the environment or the weather will change. And if you are not ready to put up with that, and if your mind is going to be disturbed by this, then where will be this Sadhan Panchakam? Where will you? Because mind will be disturbed. And once the mind is disturbed, you are not ready for all this. So, may you put up Shitoshnadi Vishakyatam. Always know that I don't call all the shots. How the things will be next moment, I don't know. But I'm ready for whatever is. In spite of these situations, I will be okay. I will be cheerful. So, Shitoshnadi Vishakyatam. Then one more important, just one will do. Natu Vrutha Vakyam Samucharyatam. Again, very important. This is being told to the seeker, Mumukshu. Natu Vrutha Vakyam Samucharyatam. Avoid speech that is unnecessary. Not avoid speech, do not utter a single sentence if it is not necessary. Do not speak. Why? Because speaking takes away a lot of our energy. Plus, when we speak, if we are not careful, if we do not take certain things into consideration, it is quite possible that we wind up hurting others. Lot of hurt takes place because of this speaking. So Lord Krishna also says, Anudvegakaram Vakyam Satyam Priyahitam Chayat. May you speak, whenever you speak, you keep these things in mind. What? First of all, it should not hurt anyone. I should not utter a word which is going to hurt somebody's feelings. No, but he is too sensitive. What can I do? Then take care. Put yourself in his place. Atma Pamyenas. Put yourself in his place and try to understand how it means, what it will do to you. Because we use speech, like we make scathing remarks. It cuts the other person in two. So take care. It should not hurt. Second thing is, it should be not hurting. Second thing is, it should be truth also. Satyam. I may not hurt, but then I have to speak the truth. And truth is always bitter. So what to do? I will speak the truth, even though it is bitter. No. There is no necessity to speak the truth because it is going to hurt. If you have to say the truth, then convey it in such a manner that it doesn't hurt. Convey it. There are ways of speaking. Convey in such a manner that it doesn't hurt. Plus, say that only if it is beneficial. Don't be the judge of the whole world. So, when we keep all these conditions in mind, then what will happen, We will not be speaking. I can't because this will hurt. This will hurt. This is not truth. Because sometimes we speak just for the sake of it. Oh, you are so good today. How beautiful. Things like that, It has no meanings sometimes. Don't utter. It expends your energy. Things remain in the mind afterwards because he didn't like it. He was hurt, then I will carry the hurt feeling. Rather than that, avoid. Natu vrutha vakyam samucharyatam. Can I take one more? Because tomorrow, for my class, tomorrow will be last day. That is why. On 23rd we are concluding. After first, I have to justify. Tomorrow will be my class, last class. Tomorrow, tomorrow there is a class. But then to give justice to the last verse, I will do this much. Audasinyam abhipsyatam. May you remain indifferent to small problems and anxieties. Audasinyam abhipsyatam. Audasim doesn't mean udas, I'm all the time sorrowful. Audasinyam means, one who is indifferent. One who doesn't take, in fact it means, na kasyachit paksham bhajate. One who doesn't take anybody's side. No partiality. I don't take any sides. No, he is right and he is wrong. Remain away from all this. You need not, this is not told to a householder. This is being told to a sannyasi in sadhu. You don't take sides because you don't know exactly as to what is right and wrong. One person may claim that he is right, other may claim that he is right. How do you know? Everything in this world is relative. There are different sides, different standpoints. From one standpoint, it may look that he is wrong. But from this person's standpoint, he is also right and he is also right. And now if you take side of this person, then you are being unfair to the other one. So remain away from all this. Be indifferent. Don't get involved in all these small things. Don't get involved. This is not your work. Audasinyam abhipsyatam. Then, janakrupa naishturyam usrujyatam, which means overlook public sympathy and censure. Very important. Janakrupa. Keep away from sympathizing with people. Sympathizing means, this is not told to a householder, but to a sannyasi and mumukshu. Don't get too much involved in what is going on at the national level and in the society and all that. And if somebody is with, then don't run out. Little helping and all that is fine. But don't take up social service as your mission now. Janakrupa. Why? Because there are people to do that. That will consume all your time. That will be a distraction. First, you need to serve yourself. First, know yourself. Then go out. Do that. All that will be done. And do not be cruel also. Janakrupa and Nishturita. Do not be cruel also to people and do not sympathize too much with them. Remain away from pleasing people. Remain away from criticizing people. Sometimes, for your own vested interests and for your own well-being, you please people. And sometimes you criticize also. Why? Because they are in your way. Bhashyakara says, don't get into this trap. There is no way that you can please anyone. Don't think that people will be pleased because you speak and come across in a certain way. If it suits them, they will be pleased. If it doesn't suit them, they will tomorrow, the same people who are giving honor to you today will criticize you tomorrow. So don't go by that. To please and to send, keep away. Let them say what they want to say. Do not be bothered by that. Let them do. Let them say whatever they do not go out to please them. Because Lord Rama also could not please. Who are we to be successful in pleasing people? We people have whims and fancies. Today they may be pleased, tomorrow the same people, if you don't go by what their views are, they will criticize you and you will be disturbed. Today you are on the top of the world because they praise you. And tomorrow when they criticize you will be again down. In this manner people will, make you high and dry all the time. Make you jump. Don't go by that. Keep away. There are people to do social service. People are appointed. Now you have taken a different mission. Don't confuse your priorities. Otherwise, your whole time will be after this. And the main thing will be left out. So, give up. Janakrupa naishturya mutsrujyata. In this manner, in this verse, some tips are given as to how he should lead his life. And then now, tomorrow we will see in the last verse, then he talks about the final liberation. First, exhausting the karmas with the help of knowledge, then becoming free while living, Jivan Mukta, and then Videha Mukti. Videha Mukti means now he has attained moksha. He will not have to take birth again. After this body falls, that is the end of it. No new body. So this Bhashyakara will say in the last verse, which we will do tomorrow. Okay? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।